Hey everyone, let's talk about something most people overlook: silence. Not just the quiet moments around us, but the kind of silence that builds strength deep inside. In a world that's always screaming for attention, silence is the real power move. You see, silence isn't about being weak or invisible. It's the opposite. It's where the strongest versions of ourselves are made. When you choose silence, you're choosing to listen to yourself, to your thoughts, to what really matters. And that's where the magic begins. But mastering silence? That's the tricky part. It's not about locking yourself away or avoiding people. It's about learning to be comfortable with your own mind. When you stop filling every moment with noise, you start noticing things. Your goals become clearer. Your focus sharpens. Your patience grows. Think about it. How often do we react immediately? Angrily, impulsively, out of fear. Noise pulls us into those moments. Silence gives you the space to pause, to think, and then respond with strength instead of emotion. Here's how to master silence and let it make you stronger. Embrace stillness daily. Even 5 minutes. Turn off your phone, close your eyes, and just breathe. Let your mind settle. It's uncomfortable at first, but that discomfort is growth. Listen more than you speak. Real strength isn't showing off what you know, it's absorbing what others have to offer. Silence is a tool to gain wisdom, not just to wait your turn to talk. Use silence as a shield. When someone tries to provoke you, don't jump in. Hold your ground. Sometimes the loudest statement you can make is saying nothing at all. Reflect before you react. Silence gives you power over your emotions. It lets you choose your response instead of being a slave to impulse. Protect your peace. Silence isn't just about external quiet. It's about shutting out negative noise, the toxic people, the distractions, the constant chatter in your head. When you master silence, you become unshakable. You become someone who doesn't just survive chaos, but thrives in it. You gain clarity, confidence, and control. So start small. Find your quiet space. Own it. And watch how that silence transforms you, making you stronger, sharper, and more unstoppable than ever before. Silence is often misunderstood as emptiness or weakness, but it is actually one of the most powerful tools we have. In a world that constantly bombards us with noise, from social media, conversations, advertisements, and even our own racing thoughts, silence offers a rare chance to reconnect with ourselves. When you embrace silence, you step away from the chaos and distractions, allowing your mind to calm and your spirit to recharge. This quietness isn't about isolating yourself, it's about creating space for clarity. When you remove the external noise, you start to hear what's really going on inside, your true thoughts, feelings, and desires. This inner awareness is the foundation of personal strength because it lets you understand yourself better than anyone else ever could. Many people fear silence because it forces them to face themselves without any distractions. It's uncomfortable to sit with your own thoughts, especially if you've been avoiding difficult feelings or decisions. But this discomfort is essential for growth. Silence strips away the superficial and forces you to confront what matters most. It's in these moments of stillness that you can begin to recognize patterns, fears, and limiting beliefs that hold you back. The more you practice embracing silence, the more you build resilience. You learn to be okay with discomfort because you know it's leading you somewhere better. Silence also enhances your ability to listen, not just to others, but to life itself. When you're constantly talking or filling your mind with noise, you miss the subtle signals around you. The advice hidden in a quiet moment, the inspiration that comes from nature, or the gentle guidance of your intuition. Learning to appreciate silence trains your brain to pick up on these small but powerful cues. It increases your awareness and helps you make decisions that are aligned with your true self rather than reacting out of habit or pressure. Furthermore, silence is a powerful way to cultivate patience and self-control. In conversations or heated situations, the impulse is often to respond immediately, sometimes defensively or aggressively. But if you can pause and embrace silence instead, you create a buffer between stimulus and reaction. This pause gives you the chance to think, to choose your response deliberately, and to avoid unnecessary conflict. This kind of self-mastery is a sign of true strength because it shows you are in control of your emotions rather than letting emotions control you. In daily life, finding moments of silence doesn't require grand gestures or solitude in remote places. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before starting your day, turning off your phone for a few minutes, or sitting quietly with your eyes closed. These small pockets of silence accumulate, helping you build mental clarity and emotional balance over time. By making silence a regular part of your routine, you cultivate a mindset that is calm, focused, and grounded. This mindset becomes a foundation from which you can handle life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. Strength is not just about physical power or loud declarations. It's deeply connected to how we handle ourselves internally, and silence plays a crucial role in building that strength. When you choose silence, you are making a deliberate decision to pause, to step back from the noise, and to gather your energy. This choice reflects a form of inner strength that many overlook. Strength through silence means having the confidence to remain calm when everything around you is chaotic, and having the courage to hold your ground even when others expect you to react loudly or quickly. Often we think strength is demonstrated by speaking up first or dominating a conversation, but real strength is knowing when to hold your tongue. It's about resisting the urge to fill every silence with words and instead using that quiet time to process what's really going on. This is a powerful skill because it prevents you from saying things you might regret or reacting impulsively. When you master the ability to be silent, you become someone who can observe a situation fully before making a move. This ability to assess calmly makes your actions more deliberate and effective, rather than reactive or driven by temporary emotion. Strength gained from silence also means having patience, waiting for the right moment to act, speak, or make a decision. This patience is not passive, it's active control over yourself and your impulses. It requires a level of self-awareness that is only possible when you have the discipline to stay silent in moments where noise feels easier. Choosing silence when you're angry, frustrated, or confused gives you space to cool down and think clearly. This practice helps you avoid conflicts and misunderstandings that come from hasty reactions, ultimately preserving your energy and relationships. Moreover, strength through silence allows you to build resilience. Life throws challenges at everyone, and the way you respond defines your strength. When you lean into silence during tough times, you create a mental refuge, a place where you can gather your thoughts, reflect on your next steps, and recharge your emotional batteries. This inner calm builds endurance because you aren't constantly drained by trying to fight every battle loudly or immediately. Instead, you conserve your strength, focusing on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. Silence also sharpens your focus. When you remove distractions and external noise, your mind can zero in on your goals and priorities. This clarity is a form of strength because it keeps you from getting sidetracked by irrelevant chatter or drama. It helps you maintain discipline, making it easier to push through obstacles without losing sight of your purpose. People who master silence tend to have a quiet confidence that comes from knowing they control their own energy and reactions. This confidence often influences others more than any loud speech or boastful claim ever could. Reflection is a powerful process that is often overlooked in our fast-paced world. Taking the time to pause and look inward allows us to gain insight into our experiences, decisions, and emotions. Silence is the essential environment that makes true reflection possible. Without silence, our minds remain cluttered with distractions, preventing us from understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. When you embrace silence, you create the space needed to step back from daily chaos and examine your thoughts clearly and honestly. Reflection requires honesty with yourself. In the noise of everyday life, it's easy to ignore uncomfortable truths or brush aside mistakes. But silence offers a safe space to confront those realities without judgment. When you reflect in silence, you give yourself permission to face both your strengths and weaknesses. This honest self-assessment is a vital step toward growth because it shines a light on areas where you can improve, and it also highlights what you're already doing well. Over time, this clarity guides you toward making better choices and becoming more aligned with your true values. Another important aspect of reflection is learning from the past. Life constantly presents challenges and opportunities, but without reflection, these experiences can slip by unnoticed or unappreciated. Silence allows you to review what happened, analyze your actions, and understand the consequences. This thoughtful process helps you identify patterns, both positive and negative, that influence your life. By recognizing these patterns, you gain the ability to break unhelpful cycles and reinforce habits that serve you better. Reflection in silence is like holding a mirror up to your life, giving you the power to change the story moving forward. Silence also fosters creativity and problem solving during reflection. When your mind isn't overwhelmed with noise, it can make new connections and explore ideas more freely. This mental clarity opens the door to innovative thinking and fresh perspectives that might be impossible to reach in a noisy, distracted state. Many of the best insights and breakthroughs come from moments of quiet reflection when the mind is calm and focused. Finally, reflection in silence helps you cultivate emotional intelligence. It deepens your understanding of your own emotions and reactions, making it easier to manage them effectively. When you're able to identify what you're feeling and why, you gain control instead of being controlled by those emotions. This self-awareness strengthens your relationships as well, because it improves your ability to empathize and communicate with others thoughtfully. By regularly practicing reflection, in silence, you develop a stronger, wiser, and more balanced version of yourself. Someone who doesn't just react to life, but responds with intention and insight. Focus is a skill that many of us struggle to maintain in today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world. The constant pull of notifications, conversations, and external stimuli can easily scatter our attention, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and ineffective. Silence plays a crucial role in developing and strengthening focus because it removes the noise that competes for our mental energy. Silence also helps you combat the noise inside your own mind. We often have an ongoing dialogue filled with doubt, worry, and criticism. By embracing silence, you learn to quiet these negative thoughts and create space for more constructive and positive thinking. This internal peace is crucial because it builds resilience and self-compassion. When your inner world is calm, you are better equipped to handle external challenges without being overwhelmed. Another way silence protects your peace is by helping you stay grounded in the present moment. When life feels chaotic, your mind can easily spiral into anxiety about the future or regrets about the past. Silence anchors you in the now, allowing you to observe your thoughts without getting lost in them. This mindfulness reduces stress and increases your ability to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Incorporating silence into your daily routine doesn't require drastic changes. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to step away from screens, find a quiet space, and breathe deeply. These moments of intentional silence build a shield that keeps your peace intact, even when the world around you feels overwhelmed.